Monero value equivalent to $140.81 a coin. The present exchange cost range, $136.97–141.60. The earlier day close, $138.50. The change was plus 231, plus 167%. Converse rate, ICE to XMR. Monero gauge for August 2024. In the first place, cost at $148. Exorbitant cost $148, while low cost $127. We found the middle value of cost $140. Monero cost gauge toward the month's end $137. Change for August 7.4%. Monero cost expectation for September 2024. Initially cost at $137. Excessive cost $137, while low cost $108. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $125. Monero cost figure toward the month's end $116. Change for September 15.3%. Monero figure for October 2024. Initially cost at $116. Excessive cost $124, while low cost $108. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $116. Monero cost gauge toward the month's end $116. Change for October 0%. Monero cost expectation for November 2024. To start with cost at $116. Exorbitant cost $125, while low cost $109. They found the middle value of cost $117. Monero cost gauge toward the month's end $117. Change for November's were 9%. Monero gauge for December 2024. To start with cost at $117. Exorbitant cost $125, while low cost $109. They found the middle value of cost $117. Monero cost gauge toward the month's end $117. Change for December 0%. Monero cost expectation for January 2025. At the outset cost at $117. Excessive cost $146, while low cost $117. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $129. Monero cost conjecture toward the month's end $136. Change for January 16.2%. Monero conjecture for February 2025. At the outset cost at $136. Excessive cost $149, while low cost $129. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $138. Monero cost estimate toward the month's end $139. Change for February 2%. Monero cost expectation for Walk 2025. First and foremost cost at $139. Exorbitant cost $153, while low cost $133. They found the middle value of cost $142. Monero cost estimate toward the month's end $143. Change for spring 29%. Monero figure for April 2025. Before all else cost at $143. Excessive cost $154, while low cost $134. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $144. Monero cost conjecture toward the month's end $144. Change for April 0.7%. Monero cost expectation for May 2025. At the outset cost at $144. Excessive cost $178, while low cost $144. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $158. Monero cost conjecture toward the month's end $166. Change for May 15.3%. Monero gauge for June 2025. In the first place cost at $166. Exorbitant cost $181, while low cost $157. They found the middle value of cost $168. Monero cost gauge toward the month's end $169. Change for June 18%. Monero cost expectation for July 2025. First and foremost cost at $169. Exorbitant cost $182, while low cost $158. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $170. Monero cost figure toward the month's end $170. Change for July's on 6%. Monero figure for August 2025. Before all else cost at $170. Excessive cost $190, while low cost $166. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $176. Monero cost figure toward the month's end $178. Change for August 7%. Monero cost expectation for September 2025. Before all else cost at $178. Excessive cost $198, while low cost $172. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $183. Monero cost gauge toward the month's end $185. Change for September 39%. Monero gauge for October 2025. In the first place, cost at $185. Exorbitant cost $230, while low cost $185. They found the middle value of cost $204. Monero cost gauge toward the month's end $215. Change for October 16.2%. Monero cost expectation for November 2025. In the first place, cost at $215. Exorbitant cost $236, while low cost $206. They found the middle value of cost $220. Monero cost figure toward the month's end $221. Change for November 28%. Monero figure for December 2025. Initially cost at $221. Excessive cost $225, while low cost $195. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $213. Monero cost figure toward the month's end $210. Change for December 5%. Monero cost expectation for January 2026. At the outset, cost at $210. Excessive cost $228, while low cost $198. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $212. Monero cost conjecture toward the month's end $213. Change for January 14%. Monero conjecture for February 2026. At the outset, cost at $213. Excessive cost $225, while low cost $195. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $211. Monero cost conjecture toward the month's end $210. Change for February 14%. Monero cost expectation for Walk 2026. In the first place, cost at $210. Exorbitant cost $216, while low cost $188. They found the middle value of cost $204. Monero cost gauge toward the month's end $202. Change for spring 38%. Monero gauge for April 2026. In the first place, cost at $202. Exorbitant cost $250, while low cost $202. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $222. Monero cost figure toward the month's end $234. Change for April 15.8%. As to XMR expectation for May 2024. First and foremost, cost at 775 coins. Exorbitant cost swayed 40, while lows went 654. They found the middle value of cost 742. The ERS to XMR estimate toward the month's end 699. Change for May 9.8%. Dollar to Monero estimate for June 2024. First and foremost, cost at 699 coins. Exorbitant cost 758, while lows at 581. They found the middle value of costs at 679. The ERS to XMR figure toward the month's end 676. Change for June 3.3%. ERS to XMR expectation for July